Boom. Such a beautiful sight to see. Can't forget to do the countdown. 3, 2, 1. Boom. I love how we got the blue ensemble going on. All right, so before anyone in the chat says anything, yes, I am using my Peltor hearing protection with a mic from an audio jack because I was just getting tired of hearing my audio all jacked up. So let me know if you can hear me okay.
Is that government issued?
Yes, it is. It is. This is from my station chief. Did you see my cameo today?
Wait, your cameo on what?
On another YouTube channel.
No, I didn't. I had no idea. Didn't see anything.
I thought that's why you were mentioning this, because I was a pretend officer on CRS's video today.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was hilarious.
I keep on hearing and seeing anytime I hop on to the YouTube channel, whatever, just look at comments. A lot of people are talking a lot of smack about CRS, and the one thing that I will bust his balls on, just like everybody else does, is yeah, he seems kind of illiterate, but I love the gentleman, and I think he puts out decent content. I just think there's a whole bunch of keyboard warriors out there that want to throw shade and everything else like that, but I don't know him personally, anything else like that. And if anybody is a big fan of, oh my God, what's the name of that? Seven Deadly Sins on Netflix. Anybody like anime? I got my kids going, Sparkle, Sparkle. Oh yeah.
Okay, I don't know anything about that.
Oh my God, Sparkle, Sparkle Gang, straight up, man.
Sparkle
You have no
Gang
idea.
Gang.
Oh yeah, you have no idea.
Pulling up light drunk streams now. That's great, Mitchell Black. So Detective
Not
John
drunk
Kimball.
yet, but I will be here shortly.
All right, not too quick. Take it nice and slow, like Usher.
No, I was in the Navy, man. I gotta in and out.
So Detective John Kimball says, "Dark, you are late again. God damn it!" And then of course the goddamn bacon rolls up in here. Okay, hold up. Dark and light evening, bros.
What's up, yo?
Mr. Jake the Great, Armitage. What's up, brother? Gerchop. Everybody acknowledge Gerchop. Don't forget about that.
What's up, Gertshop?
By the power of bacon, I summon thee. Nice.
Oh, nice. He-Man reference, right? By the power of Grayskull.
Probably.
Oh my God, I gotta. Whenever I finally have sex again, I gotta do that. By the power of Grayskull, and just extendo, extendo, extendo. Did anybody ever watch Weeds back in the day? I think it was on HBO or Showtime. I forget the lead character, her brother. I think his name was Andy. He had a moment or two, like sexual fucking craziness, where he had to scream out "legendary" as he's about to finish. And I'll tell you right now, I have done that, and I did that quite a few times. And yeah, people aren't happy with you screaming out "legendary" in a hotel room at 3:00 in the morning. Legendary.
So literally just screaming legendary when you bust a nut.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's great.
Fun
John
times.
D, what's up, brother? He gave a big old reap. Hey guys, it's been a minute trying to catch up on the podcast. My name is Nobody. What's up, brother? Elevator Bear, hit the thumbs up. I like that. You could say that again. You could say that again. So obviously we want to take a minute to
I scream Gerchop. Gerchop! That would be amazing. Just imagine you are on a vacation the same time Gerchop is, and you happen to get booked in separate rooms back to back, and all of a sudden you hear Gerchop! Oh
And
my
then
god,
like
that'd freak you the fuck out, wouldn't
then like
it?
30 seconds later you hear good job. Round two. Yeah, so we just wanted to, take a second to acknowledge the fact that Light is back in his full-time capacity. So it's still DLD, Dark Light Discussions, baby, after dark. So, Light, what shall we be discussing this evening?
Ooh, oh, okay. I've been thinking about this one for a couple of days now, and it's been fucking really, really grinding my gears, like Peter Griffin would say. Um, I'm sick and tired of all this identity politics bullshit, and I don't want to go super deep in identity politics, but everybody can see that they're trying to push a racial divide. They're trying to make it not really class warfare because all the billionaires are making sure that they're just pushing the racial side of things so we don't eat the rich or whatever you want to say. Um, my biggest thing is I've been watching indigenous people do like YouTube, video reviews on other indigenous people on their TikToks, YouTube videos, stuff like that. Kind of like the guy that everybody thought was Mexican riding the skateboard, drinking the cranberry juice, and threw up the hey whatever. He was actually indigenous. He's Native American. Why the fuck do black, Asian, any ethnicity in this fucking country want to keep on pointing at the white man? Yes, Indians point at the white man all day. No problem. Gotcha, bro. I understand. But one of the smallest populations of people, not the Jews, Native Americans and indigenous people in the continental United or in the continental um, Americas, North, South, and Central. Um, there are very far and few between of them, and they were raped, pillaged, fucking biological warfare, you name it. But meanwhile, nobody talks about this. No social media, no media. How many times? Yes, I'll see a black man, a gay, transgender, black identifies as Asian, helicopter, this and that on every show. I don't have cable, but everything that I see, but yet there's still no Native American representation. Oh, wow, they have casinos. Oh, wow, they have reservations with beautiful dirt roads and plaster walls over, OBS board. But nobody's talking about these people. And that's really pissing me the fuck off to the point where I'm starting to get really agitated. Like anytime I see anything with racial politics, I'm literally having to change the or whatever I'm listening to, radio on my phone or watching on YouTube or listening. I have to fucking get off of it. I'm tired of all this shit. Why don't you focus on the people who were here before all of us and actually help these people out, because this was a land that was stolen from them, and that's just been grinding my gears over the past week or so. How does anybody else think or feel about that? Obviously, most people don't even have that hinkling in their mind, or even a spark of thought or idea um, about it. But truly, the indigenous people, they're about to be wiped out essentially. I mean, there's not a lot of them left, and they're dying from obesity, diabetes. I mean, you name it. All these medical conditions because they're being stuck on basically dirt land in the desert that you can't grow or do anything, and you have to live by the white man's hand. Oh, wow, the white man can't walk on your land. That's good enough for them. No, no.
You got
Any
a
comments?
you got some fan mail here, and while you read that, I'll say that I agree with what Armitage said. He had said it's not a race problem; it's a culture problem,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
And I think that so often people say like I would say like I don't see color, right? Like when I look at somebody, I'm not like, oh, they're X, Y, and Z race, or they're whatever.
Oh no, I
And
see color straight up. I drive on the streets every day. red, yellow, green. I need to see color. So
No, I
just
mean,
saying.
you know what I'm saying. Like, upon first meeting somebody, I'm not like, oh, they're black. You know, like it's not. I'm thinking of a person, an individual character. I'm looking at other things. I'm looking at their, the way they deliver information, their body language, their like, all of
All
that.
right, I
But
consider that to be bullshit because I have no problem saying black, white, or Asian. Because when I'm in South Florida and they're like, "Oh, you're talking about some cool ass dude you met," like, yeah, the guy with the dreads right over there, hanging out with the wife beater on.
yeah, like
Oh,
black
no,
dude,
no, no,
Spanish
no.
dude, like
There's a black dude, a Spanish guy, and a white guy right next to each other with dreads, wife beater. I gotta point out who it was I was talking to.
well, yeah, no, I'm saying from a standpoint of like,
No, I know. I'm being funny.
like internally, what do you think, right? And I think that I wouldn't typically think like that, but we're in a culture and an environment where that is all that's focused on. And now, like I mentioned when we were on our Discord the other night, it was like I feel like in my area there's some tension between blacks and whites, and not only just minorities and whites in general. And it's something that you can literally feel when you're just rolling up on randos.
Do you remember when they were taking down all the Confederate statues and stuff like that? Right.
Yeah, clear as
Well,
day.
1991 was the last Klan march through downtown. I'm not going to give my town away,
What's
but
up, Gordon?
through my downtown area in Central Florida, 1991. Not saying we don't still have racist people here, this or that, but we have a Confederate statue right in front of the courthouse, right next to the hanging tree, mind you. Um, it didn't just hang black people; it hung a lot of people who were stealing cows and horses. So, it's not one of those kind of hanging trees. It was just like the execution tree.
It
But
was the tree.
yeah,
So even the tree didn't discriminate.
no, no, no. It was fine to hang anybody, man. It was like ornaments. It was like, oh shit, a wind chime. Ah.
I saw somebody say something about just like the climate of everything with like the braces and with the, you know, like changing the regulations on what receivers are and just all the bullshit that, is coming down the pike with the
I
ATF.
know what a receiver is. Whoever's at the other end of the barrel.
I was going to say, isn't it that thing that you adjust for like radio frequency
No,
or,
it's whatever you're pointing at.
or
That's
would,
the receiver.
would an AR lower be a wide receiver? Or
It is
um,
black. I mean,
it is.
but no, going back to what I was saying, my wife is black and Puerto Rican. All my family has been here over the past couple of weeks for my wife's birthday. I looked like a plantation owner. I had, I'm not even joking, like 13 to 15, black kids and mixed kids walking through my yard, and I'm showing them all the plants that are edible. So I'm imagining what my neighbors are thinking with me pointing at plants, be like, yeah, right there. And then them going over and picking and eating off it. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to get called out on some shit. But
Yeah,
what I was getting at is you see racial tension in your area. The funny thing is, in my area, they were trying to start up a protest to take it down, where people were going to vandalize it, where somebody was going to hook up a truck and tear it down. There was a whole
Kimball.
bunch of black country folk with Confederate flags on their arm, Southern pride on their arm, Southern life, all that shit. And they were standing there armed, and they're like, "You ain't touching shit, motherfucker. This is
Yeah,
history. This is history. We need to know where we came from. I ain't saying this shit is right, but this right here is a monument to somebody who fought for something they believed in. I can accept
yeah,
that."
yeah, yeah. I mean, I'm considering if I should even bring this up, um, but it's kind of in the same vein. I think all of this shit, and that's dope to hear that people were protecting historical shit, but people
I see what John said.
Yeah, he said, pick this plant.
Oh,
I know a man who flies a rebel flag and is dating a black girl. That flag is not racist. Yeah, I mean,
not at all.
even us, like us, like Americans, calling it the well, it's all semantics. But I mean,
It's
what I
the
was going to get
assault
at,
flag. It's the assault flag.
yes, that is the most dangerous flag.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
What's up, Joe Morris?
Hey, let's just put up the nice Chinese flag over our houses to let everybody know that we completely are gonna bend over and just let it happen.
Yeah, just
Just
turn in your
everything.
guns like a good little goy.
Wait, what
And,
guns?
well, I mean,
Oh, you still have guns?
I got guns. They can
Oh
come
my
fucking take
god.
them.
Oh my god. I'm in Florida, man. We got plenty of rivers, estuaries, marshes. I've lost so many guns in boating accidents, dude. I can't even count.
Yeah, 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 there's a hard line. Um, so one of the things that I realize is that, and it's not like I just came to this realization, is that all that shit has to come from somewhere, right? So it's like everything that we just talked about comes from the mainstream media and the total programming and indoctrination of our people. And by our people, I mean, you know, people in the
Americans.
United States. Yeah, regardless of what the fuck they look like or what they are. As long as you're a good, sane, moral person,
The
notice
best
I didn't
Americans are
put
the ones that
sober in
are
there
coming over and just got their American citizenship. Best Americans, man. Best.
because they haven't been corrupted yet.
Right, because they still believe that there's potential in this country and they fought to become an American and now they are one. And I don't play that fucking game. I don't care who the hell you are. Come into the country the correct way. I accept you. Come into it as a visa. I accept you. Don't stay here. Don't manipulate. Don't fuck up. Don't turn our, Florida into California or Texas into California. Same way as, if you're coming from Hong Kong or China, don't don't be Chinese,
Yeah.
or in the sense of the Communist Party.
It's funny. I know somebody that was just they work some government job, whatever the fuck. I don't know specifically, but um, they were like, "Hey, It's a relatively close neighbor, and they were like, "Hey, I'm going and getting shipped out to the border because I'm fluent in Spanish, and with some of the things I do, they need me to come out there and help, like clean shit up or whatever." Can you kind of keep an eye on my house? I'm gonna have a family member here, but just make sure like shit's cool. And so yeah, I got you. So they come back, and I was like, so how was it? They were like, it was some of the most disgusting, like terrible scenes. I couldn't even describe it. And she started telling me, and like all the shit that you hear about, like girls like pissing in bags, and like minors, like very young minors being mistreated, and like all that type of shit. Like it's all true. And I started asking her questions like, why do you think that is? She was like, I don't know, but the weird thing is like these companies that were hired to make tents, like when FEMA comes in and they build like the like plastic tents around like football stadiums and shit like that for like makeshift hospitals. um, they came in and they put up additional like tents and like makeshift shelters, and then the same company was hired as uh, what do you call, like care for children, like basically like guards and care for the children and for the people there, like people whose job was to wrap plastic around plastic, like like put up tents, are
Yeah,
now being hired as like
caretakers
contractors to be
for children.
caretakers. Yeah.
Hey, I see bacon. I'm sorry for interrupting. Meanwhile, I just ran out of boats to have accidents in. Don't worry, bacon. I started up a new boat charter line called Accidental Discharge. That's the name of the boat and the charter company.
Is
We have to come back on sea tow every night.
you should you should name it. Is it for Hillary's IV? Oh, yucky. No, it's just kind of funny. And I know this is like an odd conversation. We don't typically like go into this territory, but I think it's cool to kind of have the conversation. Just
Oh,
seeing
shit.
how corrupt it was, because those same people that are employees or contractors with that firm that were sent there to make tents are also the caretakers, and they're also on the payroll of the fucking cartel.
Oh, wait. What do you mean? They're on the payroll of the cartel?
Yeah,
Like, almost like, kind of like that thing with Hillary Clinton with Fast and the Furious, where they gave what was it, almost $1 billion worth of guns and munitions and rockets and shit, explosives to the cartel, and then all of a sudden there was no trackers or anything, and it just disappeared, and those same guns ended up killing people in the States.
yeah.
Oh, that's weird.
And keep in mind that they base that value upon government costs. Okay, if it was civilian costs, that shit would have been billions and billions of dollars of guns. Especially like there were machine guns, there were 40 mics, there were like all sorts of
Oh yeah.
crazy shit.
Hey, can I give everybody a little show on my tomatoes, my
Yeah,
tomatillas?
yeah. Real quick before you do that, let me just go through
Oh,
and hit comments real quick. Um, so Armitage, Israel, they're trying to warn others, but nobody fucking listens.
oh yeah, of
Um,
course. Israel's trying to warn everybody. They want everybody to be safe.
no, I think so. There's a guy here. Take back. His name is Take America Back from Israel, which is hilarious. Um, those that escape. Quick story. I actually saw his username in a CRS live stream, and I kind of like went down to the mic and I was like, "Yo, hey, you, Take America Back. You would like our channel? Come over and check us out." Like we named the small hats, and I lost all my boats in a tragic gunning accident. Yep, yep, yep.
Oh my God, it's so common here in Florida, man. Like everybody I know, nobody's got guns anymore. It's a shame. It's a national travesty. I mean, we should probably get what do you call it? When you have a hurricane run through, uh, state of emergency. That's what we need here in Florida.
Hmm.
We know our government provided high point firearms. Just saying.
Yeah, I think that should get deposited into your bank account. You got to go to the bank and pick them up.
Nope, 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 nope. No going to the bank. You don't need an ID, obviously, just like voting laws, because that's racist. You just get it mailed to you.
Yeah, I mean, it was kind of a joke about the bank thing, right? Like,
I know, I'm being
how
a
many
dick.
banks would get robbed? And no, I agree. Actually, there was a tweet that I forgot who it was by, but back in the day, probably like a couple months ago, someone had said, how easy it is to get firearms is so ridiculous. It should be just as difficult as voting. And they were like, oh, so everyone should get one mailed to them.
All right, hey, let me show everybody so I am no longer being distracted by my plants.
Yeah, go ahead.
Um, all right, so I'm trying to get the best lighting. I need to go dimmer. Ah, damn it. Hold on. I got one other spot to attach a light. There we go.
Light has always had the headphones. He just can't rock those headphones when he's charging his phone.
Exactly. I don't know if you can see. These are Candyland tomatoes. These are midnight
Like Michael
snacks.
Jackson, Candyland.
No, no, no. Kind of like Django Unchained with uh, old boy that drowned on the boat.
Oh,
These are black princes right here. I really don't have too many growing on that one for some reason as of yet. Got a couple more. These right here are midnight snacks, if I'm not mistaken. And then these are my Bradleys. I'm trying to grow all heirlooms, and basically make it into a fully functioning heirloom garden.
Nice.
And I don't know if y'all can see this too well. I have a tarp over my chicken coop, and I have it fenced in, water and food. I'm about to wake up the girls right quick. They don't like it. I just clipped all their flight feathers again today. Oh my God, they were pissed. But these are my girls. TT, TT. No, she doesn't want to wake up. All right, no problem.
Shit, I wouldn't want to either.
I wake.
All right. Either he just pulled a tubin on me, or I'm just kidding. I just wanted to say tubin. Hold on. Our squash is doing great. Corn is doing bad. Tomatoes, jalapenos, and bell peppers. Dude, even if you lose plants, man, losing plants, like I can't tell you how I've lost grass. I lost grass for the first 6 months that me and Light met each other.
Yeah, dude. I told you so many times, stop trying to put grass seed down in the wintertime. Stop it.
It wasn't winter. It was too close, though. It was too close. It was October. It was too close.
So on DLD builds, I showed you guys the slab foundation that we're getting ready to get done. Well, this is it now. Got a little pool and picnic table, umbrella, stuff like that. And eventually it's going to turn into a whole new room addition. But that's as time progresses and everything. And I used up all my scrap lumber to be able to make that happen. 2 years in the making for that scrap lumber. And I kept on getting told, you're an idiot. You just keep on hoarding stuff. Meanwhile, I didn't have to pay $700 in material costs for the wood.
Bro,
So
I'll tell
who's
you
the idiot
straight
now?
up, I'm the guy that saves everything, right? But like you always have to have like something to explain it for, right?
Yep.
And
that's why I save all my condoms.
Yuck. You use condoms? Just kidding.
Oh no, that was a joke. I was in the Navy. We don't believe in condoms.
So like we're going through and like my wife is like, well, what is this shit over there? I'm like, that's seeds. Like what? Well, what are you doing with seeds? We're not even getting, like, are you what? Are you kidding me? Like, what am I doing with seeds? Like, I'm gonna fucking plant the bitches. And well, what are you doing with this? What are you doing with that? And then I have a big ass one of those huge PSA boxes, the ones that like full size rifles come in.
Armitage,
and,
I love you.
What's it called? What's up, Sam Jackson?
From what I remember in the 90s, the Coneheads, they told me it was chewing gum.
Yep. I recycle them for reuse. Hell yeah, man. You just gotta. I just turn them inside out.
Pyrolysis, bro. Pyrolysis.
Yeah.
I just go to the junky neighborhoods, grab all the needles and or the needle cartridges, all the used condoms. I make my own gas now.
Snap the pointy part off, and you can go to town.
But don't breathe in the my exhaust fumes because you might get pregnant or high.
Yeah, or both. So she opened up this huge PSA box that like the full length rifles come in, and it's full of styrofoam. And she was like, "What the fuck is this?" I was like, "I'm saving it." She's like, "For what?" It's like mailing stuff. Like, I want to say why I'm actually like saving it.
Oh my god, dude! I'm sorry. I just looked at the fucking the bacon. Armitage, god damn it! I keep hearing the term and forgetting to look it up. Condom.
Of course. You see Kimball's?
Did you see that video of the guy who put the condom inside of a sandwich and gave it to? Oh my god,
dude, that's terrible. That's what I heard. Can't do chickens here. Among many reasons why I need to leave this liberal cesspool. Joe Morris mentioned something like that too. So Joe Morris, Virginia has turned into a 100% like, and let's just say this, like, I don't believe in, and I believe, Light also feels this way, but I'll let him speak for himself. Yes, we can send you the PDF. Just email me. Somebody drop my email in chat, please.
Oh yeah, I still have all the PDFs that Doug sent me.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Space Texan, thank you. Don't thank me for my service, brother. It wasn't for this country. It was for private interest. But other than that, I got a good experience, and I got discipline, and I got to meet a lot of great people and understand what we're actually trying to fight for versus what we actually do fight for.
Yeah.
Let's have a real war, and then, you thank me for my service, but I'm not going back to war.
Yeah. I mean, you can still like thank the guy for thanking you.
I said thank you. I said thank you. I wasn't rude.
I'm just messing.
Most of the veterans, even like when Doug was still on with us and other vets that we've had on, everybody basically says the same thing. It's like, okay, you're welcome.
Yeah, I mean, like that's like, again, more programming shit, right?
Yeah.
And I can already like tell when people are programmed when I'm like, oh,
Thank
you
a veteran for your pronoun.
Think a veteran for your pronoun. Yeah.
Oh my God, let's do a shirt. Thank a veteran for your pronoun.
So we have a few shirts. One shirt. We should talk offline.
Dude, literally, I have no idea. Did you ever get a shirt line or any merch going or anything?
We never put it live. We just didn't want to, like. Honestly, it's probably just laziness, but we just didn't.
Dude, I think one of the best ones that we need to start off with is thank a veteran for your pronoun. Oh my God, that's like a MAGA hat right there.
That's
that will light shit up, and
people are gonna get beat up and beat up people for that shirt, which is hilarious.
I'm pretty sure the people that are gonna get beat up are the people not wearing the shirt.
Yeah, a shirt that just says concealed weapon.
How about a pair of underwear?
Yeah, the funny thing is it's not really concealed anymore. If
I leave it rocking out.
Yeah, I think he gets it, Space Texan. Yeah, I can see them now. There's a period where I couldn't. Hold on. How I feel about being a veteran.
I love you, Space Texan, man. I completely understand. And I wasn't trying to be a dick or anything, man. I'm just kind of giving you a heads up on the modern or the military when I was in, stuff like that. That's kind of the feeling we got out of it whenever we got back home. It wasn't like Vietnam where you're being spit on and stuff, but we came back home and it was like, oh, so what did we actually do for freedom of speech, for Second Amendment? And you're just seeing all these laws getting stripped away, and you're like, I didn't protect this country for shit.
Yeah, I mean the purpose of a militia, an army, a military, is to protect the country, of which, like our country is to protect the United States. All this foreign interest bullshit is for money, power, oil.
Share my feet with y'all? I don't understand.
So you may not know this, but every single person that's on the stream has to show their feet to Thirsty Cult.
Thirsty Cult, I'm gonna let you stay thirsty and just imagine it and let your mouth get moist.
Oh, that's disgusting. No, it's
Oh, hey, I have a OnlyFans account. It's real cheap to sign into. It's only $50. I got you. Let me know.
yeah, it's PayPal Dark Mavis. Just kidding.
All of a sudden, my feed cuts out, and I'm watching on TV. Yeah, send that payment to Dark Mavis.
Dude, he literally like.
I'm reading it now.
He literally comes in and he's like, feet pics, please. Like, obviously, he's like, well, I hope he's fucking around. Or
Hey,
he or
if
she.
you, hey, Thirsty,
Them they.
instead of my feet, I'm gonna show you something. Uh, I showed Dark this earlier. My knees,
Oh
and no,
god.
I was not working at my second job.
They're beat up.
That one, and then this one.
Yeah, that's a lot of friction.
Oh
Like
yeah,
that's a lot of
oh,
friction.
a lot of friction. Had to whoop a
He's
16-year-old's ass.
he said my wallet is ready before you even showed him. That's great. Oh man. You know Danny DeVito has nothing but pictures of his hobbit feet next to a bunch of world monuments on his Facebook.
What? I
What?
love Danny DeVito. Freaking Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Oh man, Always Sunny is great. Like
Always Sunny and Trailer Park Boys, I think, are some of the best media that came out of this past decade.
hell yeah. So Man Against the Masses says, how I feel about being a veteran. I took a job, did that job, got paid, and got out. Yeah.
Exactly. Oh, hey, you're an IT guy? Thank you for your service.
Yeah.
Oh, you work for Google? Thank you for your service.
For real. Shit. If you work for the alphabet, then dude, I feel so weird because the hearing protection gives me like the supersonic hearing. So I hear my voice in my echo. But like can you guys tell me, is my audio more clear than it
Dude,
typically is?
your audio is freaking super nice right now.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like messing with me a little bit. I feel like my voice is echoing like all the way up to get some knee pads, brother. I needed them when I made a living. When I made a living thing, rebar cages,
That
crisp dark.
that kind of sound instead of Space Texan, that sounds more like Buffalo Bob from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah, for real.
It puts the lotion on its knees or it gets the hose.
It puts the lotion on the rebar. Okay, cool. So we're
Oh
both
my
crisp.
God, thirsty Colt.
Oh yeah, so that's what I was saying. So one night we're in here, and he constantly comes in and like says like, show your feet, show your feet, show your feet. And I had Flying Rich and John Crump on, and I like popped my shit off, and I put my foot like right up here. So a week later, we're doing a stream. We're doing a show and tell stream where basically we have our viewers showing their toys. Like they get to show off their guns. They love it. They get to send in their pics and talk about their shit. So
You're making sure you're keeping a record of all that, right?
documenting everything.
Good, good.
Yep, all of their names, serial numbers, addresses.
Station chief will be pissed if we don't do that.
Oh yeah. We're not on mute. Just kidding.
Oh shit, my bad, dude.
Whoops.
Actually, finish what you're gonna say. I just want to show one quick funny thing that I'm making money off of, believe it or not.
Yeah, so I show my foot, and it's like a socked foot, right, for like literally 1.5 seconds, and pull it down. The next week, we're doing a stream with John Crump and Flying Rich, and he submits, or no, the next week we're doing the show and tell stream. He sends me an email. I open it, and it's a video of my foot and me just sitting there with my foot to Ain't No Rest for the Wicked.
Oh my God.
And it's just like me sitting there. He was like, oh, it was just too funny, man. Like, you're the only Fed I'm okay with. Dude, I'm telling you, if you have not seen Officer Mavis, if you have not seen my cameo on CRS's, I'm tempted to like pull it up.
Dude, I haven't even seen it, man. I'm genuinely curious.
I scratch my head with the muzzle of a Beretta because I'm pretending to be a cop, and
Oh, like the cop at the high school where he's like, "I'm the only one trained to handle this Glock 40."
yeah,
Bam!
yeah. Oh man,
And see how dangerous these guns can be, kid. You could shoot yourself in the leg just like me.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, go ahead, pull it up. I just want to show everybody this real quick. Apparently, people are just laying money down on the ground like you would not believe. Hold on, I'm getting out of the chat. So I found probably about 180 rounds in 9 mil. What I do is I just take them home and I deprimer them. I clean them up a little bit, put them into a nice little storage bag, and then when I get close to about 500 to 1,000, I bring it over to some of my FUD friends, and I get half my ammo back for really cheap, and they get another, 250 to 500 rounds that they can do for themselves. So I'm just saying,
Nice.
barter and trade, man, straight up. And this is
Hey,
only a little bit of the handful or of the 180 that we got. And this was me taking my kids, my brother-in-law, my father-in-law's kids. Remember the thing I was talking about with like 14, 15, 16 black kids in my front yard? Took them all
yeah,
out to the middle of the woods to the Withlacoochee River and
the Whistle Coochie
Withlacoochee. Oh, yeah.
with a Lakuchi.
Yes. Everything's Indian names out here. But took them out there and just
Interesting.
found a whole bunch of brass. And I'm like, oh my God, I found gold. I found gold. I'm like, each one of these is like 30 cents. Each one of them.
I know, right?
I'm like, we can all eat tonight, guys. We can all eat tonight.
Yeah. Hold on.
You don't even have to get off the dollar
Why
menu
not?
tonight. We're good.
I got a little bit of
Yes, brass
brass.
goblin. I never was a brass goblin until the ammo shortage. And then if I find anything that's brass out in the field, I take it, I collect it, and even if it's old, worn out brass, I freaking still tumble polish it. I mean, I'm not playing games. Little bit of work, build up your little stockpile like Bitcoin, gold bars, bullion, whatever. And it's my brass bullion, man.
See,
Straight
my
up.
tumble polish is putting it in a red Solo cup and just shaking it around.
Yeah, I cleaned off all the brass in river water. So, I mean, oh, I know what that is.
So
I know
this
what that is. I don't want to say.
this is some
Anytime
brass.
you actually need to, you already crimped it. You need to fold it up and crimp it one more time.
So I was going to, but pay very close attention to the corners. So the corner is folded back over and then pushed down like considerably.
Yeah, that's
I
going to let
want,
go of all of that shit still. I know
dude,
that for a fact.
I want it to go out in that one direction because
Oh,
if it doesn't, then the path of least resistance is the top, right? So
not necessarily.
I don't know where
I'll
else it
put
would
it like
go.
I'll put it like this: the case will rupture on the side way before it'll push out the or even with that little hole where the primer used to be, that's really thick. Um, all I can say is it is expanding at such a rate. It's not just going to push through like a rocket nozzle. It's going to push through out of the bottom right there. You need to fold it over one more time because
And then
you
just
need
rupture the side.
exactly. It has to be a case rupture. So just giving you a heads up from things that I've seen in the wilderness. Blackbeard told me that.
See, I thought that it would be for the application shooting everything, so tightening the edges, right? Folding one flap, one corner one way,
Like a
one corner
shape
the other
charge.
way, and then smushing it. I mean, it's got a lot of pressure on this.
The most it's going to do is just be able to ignite some tinder or possibly ignite a smoke grenade. Or if you get the OC powder and make a smoke grenade and mix it in there, you literally just made tear gas.
Yeah, so I've been looking for uh, the oleo capsicum resin
That shit's
pellets.
expensive, dude. The pellets, I can't find them. I tried looking for them, but
Yeah,
the pure capsaicin powder, oh my God, that shit's expensive. I'm like, fuck, man. I'd rather spray you with that 20-foot Raid wasp spray than spend $180 on 5 grams of that capsaicin. I don't mind if you go blind. I'm good.
Guns might to blow up and out 80% of the time. I don't know if I understand that. Usually when ammo goes into fire, it blows out of the side of the kit. Yeah. So, no, this is designed to...
So many wasps. Yes.
Yeah, this is designed to explode. So it's a firecracker for July 4th. Okay.
I've been to Fat Ass Cunt River once.
That's good.
Oh, I know. That was a prominent Apache warrior. Yeah, you're Midwest. I know that area.
So Thirsty, keep in mind that stump remover is potassium nitrate, and potassium nitrate can also be used to make flash powder. So if you had like 5 grams of magnesium powder, 5 grams of potassium nitrate, and 2 grams of sulfur, you have flash powder, which is great for making fireworks.
And did you know if you add German black aluminum powder or even homemade ball milled aluminum powder, now you just made something a little bit more spicy. And
you can actually replace even the magnesium with the darkened aluminum powder, or so aluminum powder is a white flash flash powder. The magnesium is white.
Magnesium white, yep.
Aluminum is red. Zinc, 80% zinc, 20% sulfur is a green flash powder, and that's got some thump to it. That's got some serious decibels.
What we need to do is we need to start making decorative, desk ornaments with 3D printers, where it says, point this end towards the enemy, and the other one says anti-raccoon device. So anytime anybody hears me say anti-raccoon device, that literally is anti-personnel mine. I'm not saying build them or do anything else like that, but if you hear me say anti-raccoon, they're fucking little scumbags, and I coined that phrase because Dark had raccoons just tearing through his fucking trash every night. It was hilarious.
I got a freaking baby fox. Now, so the big fox is, running around and tearing up shit and just like walking out to like bread all over my fucking property in the morning. And then I get out of my car and I see this little blonde fox like looking mean as shit. Cute, but his face was just like, it's like, God damn.
The meth wore off.
It's not a barrel, it's a chair leg, unless there's a screw cap.
Baby foxes are so fucking cute until you shoot them in the face. Then they just like look like that. It's horrible.
You shot a water moccasin today? No shit.
Where are you at, Thirsty Cole? You don't have to give me an exact state. Are you a Florida boy? Because people confuse water moccasins and water snakes all the time.
Dude, water moccasins are no joke, man.
Oh, they're assholes, dude. They will chase you. They'll chase you like 20, 30 feet.
Full teeth, man. They got a whole freaking mouthful of teeth for just ripping.
The only 2 teeth that you got to worry about are the fangs. Those are the only ones you got to worry about.
Bro, Google search the teeth.
You're in Florida?
What's up, B3?
Are you in Central Florida?
Okay, this just says it all right here.
Foxes are cute, but they are cocksuckers. Yeah. Hey, Kimball, did you ever see the video where they're trying to domesticate foxes and they're in Russia? It's pretty cool. I'd like to have a fox if they weren't cocksuckers, basically. But chickens are better than foxes.
So I've actually, when I used to work at the gun shop, it was a little, closer to the country, kind of right in between like the suburbs and the country. That's kind of the interesting thing about this area. It's like, half an hour from the city and then a half an hour from the country. And I mean like country, like livestock for sale at stop signs country, right? And I have met a pet fox, a a pet deer, a pet what is it? Possum, a pet, like the craziest shit. Oh,
I
and
love possums, man. They eat ticks like you wouldn't believe.
oh, for real?
Oh yeah, dude, they're the biggest tick eater, and because they have such low blood pressure and such a low heart rate, they can't get rabies. Or I mean, they can technically, but they can't transmit it. They're like an anomaly in the mammal world.
Damn.
And it's kind of funny how American possums look like meth heads. And if you look at Australia, they have all these crazy animals, but the possums in Australia are the cutest little fucking critters. Meanwhile, we got the Australian fucking, possums in America. Don't understand how that worked out. Seriously, look into that because you'll be like, okay, yeah, American possums, meth heads. Look at the Australian possums, and you're like, oh my God, I would snuggle with that.
Yeah, I have not seen them. Oh, Gerchop is calling out Florida boy. In the military, Florida boys get a smack in the mouth more than any other state.
How so, Gerchop?
I actually saw. So I don't know if you guys know this, but from time to time, I do watch Normie Entertainment on YouTube. I
No
also
idea what
watch
that is.
Normie Entertainment, like Tim Pool, Steven Crowder,
Oh. I thought you were talking about a
MSNBC.
channel.
Oh no. Although that would be a really good channel. No one take that because that's my next channel name. Um, um, definitely Normie Entertainment. um, and MSNBC, CNN, like all that shit. And I watch it like almost, kind of from a place of like reconnaissance. I don't know another way to put it. And anyway, I pulled up a Tim Pool episode, and the dude has like these political shirts or whatever, and it's a bright red shirt, like MAGA red shirt, and it says "Make America Florida."
Oh, I saw that on Tim Pool today.
Yeah,
I forgot who had it. It's the guy from like Croatia or something.
well
Who's a reporter and stuff. Yeah, no, I like his shirts.
he
That's what
has
gave me the idea on what I said earlier.
there's a dude in a dress that walks a ferret on a leash downtown. What in the waka flocka?
Oh, hey, Bacon. Yeah, in person, as long as there's no audio or recording devices around, as long as it's got money in hand, my feet are here, bruh.
Thirsty is gonna ask to see your feet in person. Now that you guys are in the same state. That's great.
Money in
Yeah.
hand. We'll meet at a truck stop.
Yeah. I just ate some good ass crawfish. Hell yeah, man. Crawfish are the shit.
Damn, I haven't had crawfish in a long time. Last time I made a boil, I actually caught my own crawfish.
Nice. So Sidijist says, keeping your finger on the pulse of what the normies are being brainwashed with. Absolutely. I bet baby bears are delicious. I'll show up with $200 and we'll see where it goes.
You know what's fucked up, Dark? We have something in Florida called a sandhill crane. These are basically pterodactyl looking birds that stand almost as tall as a velociraptor in Jurassic Park, and they have a cool mating dance. If they will come back every year and lay an egg or two or three, bring up their children, and you can play around with them after a year or two when they finally know you. I have videos of me doing like the mating dance at the female sandhill crane, and the male starts challenging me to like a b-boy contest. I'm like, all right, fucking hilarious.
Damn.
But
good thing you didn't do the mating dance to the male.
Oh no, dude!
Like,
I was gonna fuck either one if they let me, but I mean,
pin your ass down.
no. But basically,
Oh, yeah.
what pisses me off is in Texas, Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina. Once they leave Florida, you can shoot those motherfuckers and eat them, and are one of the best fucking birds to eat on the planet. Yet
No shit.
we can't kill or eat them here in Florida because they lay their eggs and they bring up their babies. Well, if I see them packing up their bags and they're about to fly away, there should be a law saying, yeah, you can shoot them leaving Florida, right? YouTube deleted my response light.
YouTube deleted what?
Gerchop said YouTube deleted his response to me.
Yeah, they depending on what you said, they'll delete stuff all the time.
Really?
Yeah, they delete
shit.
comments. If you go ahead and try to put a link in the chat, let me know how it goes.
I can't do it while I'm on the StreamYard.
Yeah, no, I'm sorry. I was talking to people in chat. You can't do it.
No, an ostrich, yeah, that's not too bad. Emus, those motherfuckers will kick you harder than a donkey. How do I know this? Because I got kicked by a fucking emu, and I've been kicked by donkeys too. I grew up on a horse ranch, race horses. So, yeah, I've been kicked a couple of times by multiple animals. It sucks.
For real?
Oh, yeah. Emus, dude, straight up, like, their kick will fucking cave your chest in. The donkey kick, for some reason, with more weight behind it, it'll crack some ribs, but the emu will fucking put those ribs into your lungs. Don't know how, don't know why. Maybe, point of impact pressure.
So Alex Bestoso, no link showed up. Kimball, yeah, when you shoot people, they will delete it.
Oh, yeah. Or I'm looking at John Kimball. Yeah, emus will open up your stomach. Oh, yeah, they will. They will.
All right, I'll play this.
Okay, I'll back out.
Oh, no, you're good. You're good.
Edge of the South, I am a superhero. So I don't know what you're saying.
Tell me if you can hear this. I think I have to unplug my Ear Pro to play this.
I can't hear anything.
Somebody in chat, tell me if you can hear it.
I can hear it in the back. I can't hear it, though. I can't hear it.
Okay. All right. I just wanted to double check. Hold on. Feels so weird. Okay, so this is my cameo. You still here, brother?
Yep.
All right, cool. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead. Maybe if I do full screen. Beautiful. Okay, perfect. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play it now.
Hi, if you're not familiar with me, I am Agent Hancho. What I'm going to be doing is clearing up a whole bunch of confusion I'm seeing on the internet about some new rule changes we're going to be implementing.
Oh, fuck, it's raining.
So the biggest problem where people are failing to understand is pistols are safe. SPRs that don't have a tax stamp are death. Now, the problem is people think that it is okay to avoid the NFA. And I don't think they're fully understanding what's going on here. Yes, we put out a questionnaire, but that's just lip service to the ladies and gentlemen of the jury. What really matters here, are you or are you not circumventing the NFA? I brought a couple of samples that I can use here to help you understand what exactly that entails.
Now, this is where I pause to act like I'm commenting on the video, because that way it's fair use and YouTube won't strike me. I think he has to actually approve the strike, but
right, he would have to approve it, but I don't think he would disapprove it unless you guys have falling out.
We're only YouTube friends, right? You never know.
Right. Gotcha.
Sample number one. This is a pistol. As you notice, it is not an NFA item because it doesn't have a stock on there. Because they didn't put a stock on there, they're clearly trying to circumvent the NFA.
Oh.
Felony. Another great example.
The dong.
This is an AK-47, more commonly known as a Romy G. As you will notice, this has a 16-inch barrel on it. It has a 16-inch barrel on there to avoid the NFA. So because they're circumventing the NFA with putting too long of a barrel on here, felony.
Yeah, that's straight up a pistol. I don't care if it's got a wood stock or not. Everything's
Because you got to remember, the core goal here is to have a registration. Because we can't legally register firearms or have a registration for firearms, but we can have a registration for NFA items. Ultimately, what we are trying to do is make all weapons NFA weapons. Therefore, all weapons are tracked, fall under heavy scrutiny. Therefore, we can keep you safe. Because that's the whole goal. We need to keep you safe. You are not safe enough by yourself, clearly, because you're actively avoiding the NFA by going with rifles with too long of a barrel or not putting stocks on your pistols. Therefore, we need to step in so everybody can enjoy safety together.
Hey, Dark.
Now, if you think we're doing this maliciously or something like that, I'm going to have...
Yeah.
Hey, I put a Glock front sight on my remote. I'm just saying, I think this is an NFA item now. That's a Glock front sight post on my remote.
That is a short-barreled remote.
That's what I'm saying. I'm a fucking felon now.
But that means you can register it and put a stock on it.
But I just took it off, and now I'm going to swallow it. Now I have a short-barreled colon. Ooh.
Well, now
but it's a silencer, too.
It's constructive intent unless you eat it. Hang on.
Officer Mavis explain exactly how, in the past, we have kept you safe and done things for the greater good. So let's call up Mavis real quick, and he'll explain it all. Officer Mavis, I'm glad I caught you before your lunch. I was actually explaining...
Okay, hold up. The moment that we play CRS's video, he's in chat now. Okay, CRS, I promise. This is all, fair use. We're commentating. I was talking to Light about my cameo and some other folks, and they were like, yeah, it's funny. You need to play it. So we just played the first little bit, and we're playing it now. So stick around.
Not putting stocks on your pistols. Therefore, we need to step in so everybody can enjoy safety together. Now, if you think we're doing this maliciously or something like that, I'm going to have Officer Mavis explain exactly how, in the past, we have kept you safe and done things for the greater good. So let's call up Mavis real quick, and he'll explain it all. Officer Mavis, I'm glad I caught you before your lunch. I was actually explaining to the on-subs exactly what the government does that's for your safety, like positive things we have done. And you're more of an expert on the topic because you're more in the ground floor. So don't worry, I already notified your superior. You are good to go. You can talk free.
Okay, so first off, I would say one of the things that we've done, just because we care so much, is I'll give an example like this. We're taking care of your teeth by taking care of your water. We weren't sure where to put all the aluminum runoff, so we made sure that we treated all of your water with fluoride, just to make sure that your teeth are protected and that you only have a slight chemical intake on a daily basis. You're welcome.
Yes. See, there we go. There is a perfect example. You are welcome.
Absolutely.
Now, you may have grievances about these rule changes because you are on subs and therefore you want to avoid the NFA, which makes you a felon. So let's talk about the grievances, because I understand, people may say you don't have the authority to regulate accessories, or
here, go actually watch it on his channel. Laughs in well water. Is it because you're drinking well water and you laughed while you were watching? I would actually recommend that you guys actually go to his channel and check it out. I feel bad like jacking it.
Hey,
I don't want to
Dark,
take the views.
you mentioned Tim Pool or Tim Cast earlier. It's kind of funny because Doug mentioned it when he was on the channel with us still, and everything was, there. Talking about putting lithium in the water to lower people's anxiety and anger and fighting. And they're saying natural occurring lithium in these areas account for higher enjoyment of life. So I think it was a Vox article, and they're talking about basically just trying to drop the little hint saying maybe we should add lithium to the water to reduce suicides.
Well, you know what's
Ooh.
funny? So lithium, for any of you guys that don't know this, lithium,
Antipsychotic.
yeah, it's a treatment for bipolar disease and a lot of other, types
So
of.
that's what I need to buy for my wife.
I won't touch that one at all. Because bipolar would mean that she'd have to be stable sometimes, right? Just kidding. Sorry, that was a joke.
Yeah, she's never stable. We're good.
Yeah, but no. So yeah. So for anyone bringing up like the CRS and like dry fire debate and all that, I'm not going to touch that either. If you guys are curious, go watch the actual original video and like come to your own conclusion. I'd recommend that. Dark, how long? Hold on. Dark, how long have we been working on the vid? So yeah, it is actually very similar to the Firearms Unknown video that just came out, I think yesterday or the day before. But we were actually working on that video for more than 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks.
Hey, Bacon, just to
very
let you know, apparently every girl I've ever been with had way too much lithium in the water.
Yeah, so here's a funny thing about that. So when we had that conversation, I started looking up what information I could get on lithium in the water, and I pulled up a video from some mainstream media. So I don't remember exactly which one, but it was a video of them pulling tests from different waters in major cities, and it was in 2001, and lithium was in almost every single test of major cities. So now people are talking about in 2020 and 2021, they're like, oh, they're talking about putting lithium in the water. Like, bro, if that's true, they've had lithium in the water for like literally 2 decades.
Dark, lithium is naturally occurring in the Earth's crust and water supply. So that's already there. The problem that we need to look at is if you make a synthetic lithium composite, now it's no longer lithium. Now it's positive vibes injected in your water. Whatever the fuck they want to name it, chemical, they can call it lithione chlorate, making it sound like it's a chlorine for the water. It doesn't matter. All they need to do is produce a synthetic variety of it because lithium is honestly more valuable for them to extract it using a graphene setup to extract it out of water versus actually putting lithium in the water. Because guess what?
Yeah.
Tesla batteries and all these deep state batteries for solar panels and shit like that are using. They're using lithium. We need to get past lithium. And once we get past it, then they don't have to lie and say what they're putting in the water anymore.
Right. Lithium ion. Hold up. All right, I'll put it back on. Everyone's saying that my audio is more crisp with this.
Oh, if they put lithium in the water, they can say, yeah, if your phone gets wet, it'll charge.
Yeah, right. And now you just can't bring it on planes. That's all. Or no,
yeah.
you can't put it in checked baggage, but you can bring it on planes. Well, no, so we were going through like the concept of it and just didn't actually record anything. And then today we finally recorded.
So that was
actually,
from today.
As a matter of fact, we were on Discord talking to, I don't know, almost a dozen different people like a week ago about concepts for the idea. It was just like, how do you take the because literally my part right there, I hopped on and like freestyled it, like that's nothing. But we were just like having conversations, like putting shit together over the course of several weeks. So Yeah.
Wait, I just read a comment. Who had DB Cooper? I want to curse you out because you have an artesian well, but no, I know what artesian wells are, man. Fucking absolutely love them. You don't get the sulfur smell or hard mineral content like you do here in Florida. I don't care if you go 1,000 feet down, 50 feet, 20 feet, 100 feet. Yeah, you get shitty water here in Florida. You have to get water softeners so it doesn't crust everything up in your house.
Dude, it's the same thing. Like, yeah, my area is similar. And then like all these people talk about like, oh, like the bagels and bread in New York is so incredible because the water is just so great.
Okay, all right.
Fuck that is.
I have New York friends. I'm not going to be a dick to New York, but New York can go ahead and go fuck itself, and I hope it fucking falls into the ocean just like California. But other than that, no ill will.
Yeah.
All my New York friends let me know why the bagels and the pizza are so good. Well, they spent like $1 billion+ on their water filtration system for New York, going through all those old nasty ass pipes. But yeah, technically, New York has some really clean, pristine drinking water out of the faucet. Now, with all of the pharmaceuticals that they can't filter out and antipsychotics and all that, you're basically drinking really, really nice water with a whole bunch of pharmaceutical antipsychotic meds in there.
Not just antipsychotics. Come on. There's painkillers, there's SSRIs, there's
Viagra.
There's blockers, there's mineral. You may even get some vitamins in there,
Yeah, vitamin semen. I mean, vitamin C.
Vitamin C, man. What someone else asked. Oh, okay. So the flash powder recipes. Why not? Right? We're only on a recorded platform on Google. I mean, it's totally legal. Like this is how you make fireworks, guys. And homeboy who sent it, I got your email about the pyrolysis still, and I will shoot that to you as soon as we finish up the live stream. When I was a kid, we couldn't pay the bills, so we moved into my dad's friend's house. His city water killed my fish the first time I cleaned its tank. Dang. I never touched city water again. Yeah, city water is brutal, man. They just don't have shit to compare it to. So the magnesium flash powder I already gave the recipe for. It's 5 grams of magnesium powder, 5 grams of potassium nitrate or KNO3, 2 grams of sulfur. That'll give you a bright white flash. Aluminum flash powder is very similar. It's depending on the scale that you're working with. You can go with 35% aluminum, usually darkened aluminum powder that's at like a 1.5 to 2 micron level works best.
You should write it on your whiteboard.
Yeah, it doesn't really show well, and I got to keep that up till I get my loadouts dispersed so I can remember where everything is.
Oh yeah, that's great. Leave, a map on where you buried everything of yours all around the state. So whenever they kick in your door and they're looking for something, they're like, "Oh shit, what's this map for?" Be like, "That's where I have my dogs at."
It doesn't give that much info, and you can't even see it. Like even if because I've shown people on this, they're like, "No, it's not."
I've watched NCIS. All I got to do is hit the enhance button like 3 or 4 times, and I got everything.
Enhance. So aluminum flash powder is 35% aluminum. Like I said, darkened aluminum powder at like a 1.5 or 2 mesh level. 45% potassium nitrate or KNO3. Just so you guys know what you're looking for if you go and get like stump remover, or if you actually like order. There's several different places you can order it, and it's legit.
What is it? Spectracide is the typical one you can get from Walmart, Lowe's, Home Depot, or whatever hardware store. It used to be like $4 a bottle. Now it's like $8 to $10 a bottle. It's ridiculous.
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
like $7.99 right now.
yeah, it's stupid. It really is. And if you order from a chemical company, uh, anything such of that matter, or anhydrous ammonia, shit like that, yeah, you could be a big farmer, but you're on a watch list. So if you know anybody with the farm, just say, hey, I'll give you $50. I just want to make a 5-gallon bucket out of the shit you got inside of your shed.
Dude, I mean, shit, fucking, you can, maybe I won't say this. Never mind.
Dark. I forgot who it was. Actually, I don't even know how new of a YouTube channel it is. It's probably old, but the video was kind of recent. They were showing how to make gun cotton,
Yeah,
making basically nitrocellulose,
yeah,
and it's pretty damn easy. And you need use the KNO3, the stump remover, potassium nitrate, and I want to say hydrochloric acid, basically pull acid. Uh, the shit that we used to do when we were younger, and we would pour hydrochloric acid into a 2-liter bottle and put
with
tinfoil in
aluminum.
there,
Yeah,
and then close it and then throw it, and hopefully it just didn't explode in your face like I saw in person. Most of the time you had a little bit of chance to let that mailbox bomb go up. But no, gun cotton is also another really useful invention, and believe it or not, you could substitute gunpowder for gun cotton. I wouldn't
yeah.
say using it with like a modern, like a 9 mil or something like that. You might be able to. Nobody's really done tests on it, and I'd like to try it out. But using that instead of black powder for a shotgun, yeah, gun cotton will fucking launch a projectile out of a 12 gauge what is it, 2 3/4 to 3 inch shell,
Hmm.
without anybody's without an issue.
Yeah, that the streams I saw were very interesting, and you got so any place that you can go and order like a 5 pound brick of potassium nitrate, like you can also buy things like hexamine or dextrin, and like hexamine you could synthesize RDX from, and as long as you're following like all the federal
Wait,
rules, laws, regulations.
Opie said that Doug made TNX on his stream. No
Yeah,
shit. I
yeah.
didn't. I didn't see that.
I saw. I think what I saw was
Did he test it?
he just did an open air flame test.
Okay, so he didn't test it.
Yeah, he
Basically,
didn't.
you could have powdered sugar and hit it with a map gas, and it'll go up and make it look energetic. But he didn't test. I'm not being a dick to Doug at all, but he didn't test it. He tested
He didn't
something
pressurize it
else.
and test it.
Oh, okay, all right.
Yeah.
That's what I was curious about, because if you make it, you have to use it, and that's the law. But
Well,
every
no, he
state
used all
is
of it.
different. Every state is different on the law, though. There's, I want to say, a couple of states, if I'm not mistaken, where you can't make it unless, even for testing purposes. And this is one of the things that I had a conversation with him saying, dude, I wouldn't really try to go deep down on that path, just because certain states, you could be in violation of their laws, for that shit. But, it is what it is.
Shit.
Trust me, I want all this information out. I want everybody to know this info, and make it real easy. Just go to the library and open up a book, and it says, oh, you grab this and this and this and that, and you're good to go. But it's very finicky, and like he was saying in, what was it, the podcast, that they're making sure that the uh, base base materials that you need to be able to make these things, they're regulating all across the world, and they're starting to do it here in the States. So
Well, now they're probably in the next year or so, maybe less, maybe more. Who knows? They will make it so you can only buy like the type of chems that I was just mentioning, with like a fireworks license.
right. Hey, just kind of curious.
What's up, Bob?
What kind of ice packs do you need?
Oh, so to get like pure calcium ammonium nitrate out of ice packs, you order, because they changed the recipe on a lot of them because obviously they were
Coal dust can be, but it has to be added with sulfur and a little bit of aluminum powder. Sorry, Bob. Sorry, Dark. Go ahead.
No, you're good. Yeah, the Anarchist Cookbook is weak.
Yeah, and I'll put it like this. There are quite a few copies, even Jolly Roger's cookbook, where the recipes are literally really volatile. And if you blow yourself up at home, what are you going to say? Oh, I downloaded this off the internet and I was trying to make something go boom. Yeah, yeah. There's
Yeah.
plenty of things out there where the information that they're giving you how to be able to do something, even make it a smoke bomb, literally could end with no fingers, no hands, no eyesight, or even death. So giving y'all heads up, be fucking careful on some of the shit that you see.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
mean,
care who
even
you fucking believe in. Just be very careful because some of this shit can fucking blow up right in your damn face because they're
even
giving you
if you're
bad recipes.
just
Go ahead, Dirk. I'm sorry.
no, my bad. I thought you were finishing. I apologize.
I took a breath. I can understand why you're being an asshole now.
Yeah, see, I don't expect you to breathe because I forget that you're a living human being.
Why do you think I have bruises and scars on my knees?
It's from me and the patriarchy. Just kidding. So even just simply storing, safely storing prilled ammonium nitrate, there's a risk with that. I mean, it is probably the safest, most stable binary explosive that there is. And if you have a house fire, it can cook off to the point where it nitrates itself and detonates, depending on the fire. And, just look at Beirut, right? Like,
Well,
you have.
Can you delete Armitage's comment? Because I think that is way too much information, and it might get people arrested if they try to do what he did.
Sorry, you didn't want that on camera. You know what? I think I'm not going to censor anyone's speech here, so I'm just going to go ahead and put it out for everyone to see.
Do this at your own risk. Armitage, you put out this information. If people die doing this, it's on you.
So another cool thing, which if you like toying around with fireworks, is if you have like flash powder, right? Let's say magnesium and potassium nitrate and sulfur, small amounts, right? Like, make sure it's legal and all that. And then you have potassium chlorate, separate but like right next to each other. They're known for sympathetic
reactions.
Yeah, sympathetic reaction or detonation. And then if you add dextrin as well, you can actually layer I don't want to call it a device, a firework, like use cardboard tube, nothing crazy. Mm-hmm. And if you have dextrin, potassium chlorate, and then
dextrin
flash powder.
Is a sugar.
Is it a sugar?
Yes, dextrin is a sugar, if I'm not mistaken. It's basically a fuel. You have a oxygen producer, you have a sugar, which is a fuel source, and the other...
you have a saltpeter.
Yeah, saltpeter. Oh, hey, Dark, I don't know if you or anybody else in the chat knows this, but you can make a firework up to 500 pounds legally. Definition of firework is up to 500 pounds, non-guided, meaning as long as it's 500 pounds or less, it's a legal firework.
Damn. Yeah, I think that would vary likely from state to state because
No. That's national. 500 pounds of black powder, flash powder, you name it, inside of a container that's not designed to send out shrapnel. So if you had a cardboard tube, 500 pounds filled up inside of there, that's considered literally a firecracker.
damn,
Oh, yeah. Just imagine
not
what a 500-pound firecracker can do.
not encouraging anyone to go do anything like that. My question is, if and someone asked something about the TNX, yes, you would need a cap for that, probably like a number 10 cap um, to detonate that. Um, so if you took, like, let's say the 308 brass, I mean, shit, even if you took like a 338 Lapua brass, okay,
With flash
and
powder inside of it, not gunpowder.
yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Yes.
flash powder, KN-104, the potassium chlorate, and dextrin.
KN-104 is chlorate. KNO3 potassium nitrate. Okay. Oh, my
Yeah,
bad. I'm trying to remember my chemicals.
yeah, no, you're good. I think it's 104. It's either KN04 or KN104, but either way, potassium chlorate. Okay, and you layered them right because the potassium nitrate is creating oxygen and pressure. So it would blow flash powder, potassium chlorate, and then dextrin, and all three, right? Sympathetic detonation for all three. Would that, and I'm just purely from a curiosity
Would that
of,
ignite RDX?
no, would that, I don't think it would ignite RDX
Not at all.
or tetranitrotoluene or anything like that. But do you think it would ignite mixed prilled pure calcium ammonium nitrate and darkened aluminum powder?
No.
You don't think so?
No, because the expansion rate, even with the cartridge expanding and blowing out, it's still not energetic enough. It's basically going to explode, kind of like the velocity of like a 22, which why you need to get more sensitive tannerite or the targets to be able to use a 22 or even a pellet gun to be able to make it go pop. You
Or
have
have
to
used like ANFO as opposed to,
you would have to use something more energetic or use that to be able to ignite something energetic enough to be able to do what you're talking about. Or, end of the day, you could basically make a pipe shotgun, put it in the middle with a spring, release, and allow that to be able to be the detonator because you need feet per second, not but yeah, it is feet per second or meters per second, whatever you want to call it, to be able to actually ignite it and to be able to get it to interact and violently expand. So what you're doing, yeah, or what you're talking about, yeah, that could work on flash powder, black powder, something of that nature, even being a fuse for a cannon or even for fireworks, you name it. But when it comes down to things that are a little bit more sensitive, and tannerite is not the most sensitive material in the world
yeah.
when it comes down to explosives, but you still need, I want to say it's like what, 1,600 plus feet per second terminal velocity hitting the charge to be able to actually detonate it, and you're probably only at like 12 to 1,300 feet per second. Now, if you were to take those pearls, and break them down to a powder, yeah, I could see that there's a possibility. One thing when I was in the Navy, one of our senior chief is the highest enlisted on the ship. There's multiple of them, and all the officers, they don't say shit to the senior chiefs because the senior chiefs turn around and say, "I don't give a fuck if you're fucking an officer. Get the fuck out of my face. Get the vote." And they don't get in trouble. Why? Because they're old salts, same as all the other branches. But one thing I did learn is fans blowing inside of the galley, and my senior chief took coffee creamer and said, "Oh, hey, let me show you how bad shit can get fucked up really quickly. Watch this shit." He opened up the coffee creamer, and the way the AC and the air works on the ship when it's working, it blows out at like fucking 30 miles an hour. Like it will blow
Yeah.
your hat off your head. So he tossed it in, or opened up a vent, which is like two little levers, drop it down, tossed it in there, and is blowing out all the fucking coffee creamer. And he fucking lights his lighter. And when he's lighting his lighter, I'm noticing he's like doing the dab, covering his face, arms in the
Yeah.
air, lighting it, and like dropping to the ground when he does it. Oh my God, the fireball that came out of that shit. Dude, I love air fuel. Hold on. I love air fuel stuff. Yo, what up? Come over. You're gay. Hey,
Space Tex and
gentlemen,
all
give
your
me 1
shit's coming
second. I'll
through.
be right.
Light,
Back.
I'm probably gonna have to end the stream shortly, brother.
All right, love all y'all.
Love you too, brother.
All right.
All right, peace. Yeah, all your stuff is coming through. Oil-based paint. Well, my shop won't let me send anything at all. That's crazy. I mean, it looks like all your shit is coming through. Okay, hold on. Let me go back here a little bit. So Opie, so I am very familiar with caps and how to make caps. The challenge is that, like, right now I'm not set up to synthesize everything needed for like number 10s. So I'd have to do some more work on that. Like right now, hang on. So right now, everything that I'm messing with is, crude and, very, very rudimentary and crude. And just doing it for fun for July 4th, you know what I'm saying? And because it's legal. But there's something that is not talked about very frequently, which is you take. Now, let me first start by saying that this is dangerous. Okay, it's very dangerous. It is extremely unstable, and the smallest amount of pressure can set this off. It's more for like a fun experiment, okay? Not to do anything with, but because of how unstable it is, I mean, you could literally like, make like, mercury switch type shit with it if, or party poppers, whatever suits your fancy. .3 brake fluid and pool pool chlorine. No, not TAPI. That's also extremely unstable. So this is called touch powder. And is anyone in the comments familiar with touch powder? I have 3 bars in LTE. It makes no sense why YouTube keeps telling me my messages aren't completing. No, so they're coming through. It's just maybe like I don't know why it's saying that, but they're coming through. Okay, so touch powder is kind of interesting. So you take, from what I understand, you take ammonia and then 200 milliliters of NH4OH, and then you put in 2 grams of iodine powder. Okay. When you do that, you stir in and you mix very gently with like a glass stir, and you wait about 5 minutes. what you're going to get is a clearish liquid turning into a very, very dark brown. I have not seen the homemade Panzerfaust. That's interesting. It turns into a very, very dark brown liquid, okay, due to the iodine, of course. And then essentially after 5 minutes, after waiting 5 minutes, and you get that really rich dark brown color, you pour the liquid out, and then you're left with the iodine that's collected all the ammonia. It's nitrated itself, and you take all that goo. It's literally like goo at that point, and then you put it on something like balsa wood or something, kind of porous, where it would dry easily, and you very gently with that glass rod or spoon spread it out over the balsa wood or something similar that's porous that you don't care about, right? Like, don't do it on like your stuff in the kitchen that you're gonna freaking cook on. And then you wait an hour and a half. After you wait an hour and a half, you're gonna have these dry like patches of shit. It's funny because it actually looks like shit, but it's not. The reason it's called touch powder is because if you literally took like a one of those small wooden dowels that's like this size and just touched it, guess what it does? Pow! Literally, touch powder, right? Similar to the sensitivity of something like the party poppers with the pink powder, when literally just pulling it through a tight confined space, pow, sends it on its way. This just happens to be, I think it could be something that could be used as something, as an intermediate, or a, primary or something like that. But either way, that's it. It's simple. 2N13 by NH3. Yeah, it's all simple shit. But if you are really interested in learning more about energetics and how they work and how to synthesize them, I'm considering getting my FEL. And why not? You can, yeah, just, it's something that like fascinates me. And I think it's really cool. So, put on cotton strings. Yep. There's so much that you could do with it. I'm at the edge of winging my phone into the ground and being done 100%. So that's coming through. I don't know about the other one. It's like me. It explodes during foreplay. It could be. I'm liking the idea of putting rings of this stuff around my building if the jogging session starts. If the jogging session starts coming by again. Yeah, for real, like, well, I'm not going to tell you what to do, but I'll tell you that you can use those types of things as, tools to get people off your property. And of course, I am advocating all of you guys to, no matter what you do, follow all state, local, federal regulations, rules, laws, and all that shit. Don't do anything dumb. Don't blow your hands and fingers and feet and face off, and be fucking cool with your shit, okay? Don't do dangerous shit with it. Don't hurt people. The most important thing about this is that, like, if we're headed in the direction that, like, we truly believe that we are, then energetics are going to be the thing that, truly equalize the people in that scenario, if we were in a world without rule of law. So I know laws are gay. I know. Ooh. But on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to go ahead and hit the road. So any last questions, feel free to go ahead and throw them out there. But I'll tell you this, no matter what, no matter all the drama and the bullshit and like people, just we're constantly like around like divisive situations and divisive people, and just don't fall for the bullshit, man. We need to stick together. We are stronger together. We need to make sure that we support each other and just be good people. I always say live a life of care, contribution, compassion, give to others, and be safe, and also be as dangerous as you possibly can at the same time. And this falls into that category. So I love you guys. I appreciate you coming on and taking the time to chat with us. And we will see y'all. Oh, hold on. People asked if they missed the Hank Strange episode. So no, there's 2 episodes. I will be on Hank Strange's show tomorrow, and then Hank Strange will be coming on our show on the 23rd. So make sure you're there. I think it's like from 5 to 6 Eastern time, something like that. So if you can, I would freaking love to have you guys there supporting me. Time for Madness to sleep. I feel you, brother. I feel you. Bye, Daddy Dark. Goodbye, son. How long do I need to wait for this blue pill to quit working? It's been over 8 hours. That's a problem. You should go to the doctor. Baked. Cookies are done. Bob, are you the same Bob that is out around my way, or are you someone else? So it's actually not a penile injection. Thank you. I want to ride. Appreciate that. Okay, cool, Bob. I wasn't sure. They actually stick a needle in like your main vein and like pull out, from what I understood, but I could be wrong. I'm just a guy. I'm fucking no one. So Hank Strange, the Hank Strange show. I think it may be called the Hank Strange Experience. Just type in Hank Strange. You'll find him. I'll be on there tomorrow. I think it's from like 5 to 6. But I'll be on there. Go to his shit. Subscribe to him. Even if it's just to watch me on there. And then we will be having him come on our show on the 23rd. So it'll be dope. I won't be injecting collagen into a goddamn thing. You too. Y'all have an excellent night. Be safe and be dangerous. Bye. Later, y'all. Love y'all.